Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're going to look through, I found a stack of postcards, of old postcards, and I picked them up. And so we're going to look through these postcards that I got and see what all we got. I have only seen kind of what's on the top and stuff like that. I have not looked through them all. So we're going to look at these together. Okay, our first one, this cute little red card. It says, I hit the jackpot at Harrah's Reno in Lake Tahoe, Nevada. It says, Virginia State, Reno, Nevada, and Lake Tahoe on Highway 50, State Line, Nevada. Both clubs are open 24 hours a day, 365 days a year in the heart of America's most beautiful vacation land. So your postage, it says, place postage stamp here or leave at bar or premium booth for free mailing. Okay. That one's Nevada. It says Apollo 11 and 12 lunar recovery ship. It's a big battleship. These things amaze me. How little space they have in these. Jets can take off and re-land, and it's just crazy to me. It says this is the USS Hornet anti-submarine aircraft carrier built by the Newport. I'm sitting here calling this a battleship. No, it's an aircraft carrier. So I don't know my boats either. Oh well. Okay. It's built by the Newport News Shipbuilding Company as an attack aircraft carrier, originally commissioned on the 29th November 1943 and participated in the Pacific Theater during World War II, assumed ASW duties on 27th June of 1958. November 29th, mine's November 30th. This looks like the Smokies or the Blue Ridge Mountains. I'm not sure. Let's see. I don't know. It could be anywhere out west, too. I don't know. Out west, I'm like Rockies, aren't they? Like, no trees. Or up north. So it says Mount Osceola. Wow. Kancamagus Highway. White Mountain National Forest of New Hampshire. One of the many scenic vistas along the highway. Photo by Dick Smith. These are very old cards. Very old cards. Wow, that picture is just completely pixelated. That is not even a good image. The Black Canyon of the Gunnison. The Black Canyon of the Gunnison is located 18 miles east of Montrose, Colorado. The canyon covers some 10 miles of the 50-mile gorge of the river and is the deepest canyon in Colorado. The walls extending to 3,000 feet at the highest point. At the narrowest point, it has a width of 10 feet at the bottom. A natural color postcard. Really? Is it really? Don't tell me these These look like drawings. That is not like no natural color postcard. Natural color postcard, I don't think so. Cave of the Winds. Oh, I had to pause and clear my throat a second. One of the many beautiful caverns filled with stalactites and stalagmites in the never-to-be-forgotten Cave of the Winds, Manitou, Colorado. So these are stalagmites. When they grow up from the ground, they're stalagmites. These that hang from the top are stalactites. The only time I've ridden in a bucket like this is like at Six Flags over Georgia. And you're a lot higher than this right here. Of course, I could have been right there where they're taking off too. Loon Mountain Recreation Area of the Kancamagus Highway, Lincoln, New Hampshire. The state's longest aerial lift, the 7,000-foot, 4-passenger gondola sky ride, takes passengers to the summit of Loon Mountain in the White Mountain National Forest. The gondola runs summer, fall, and winter for spectacular viewing and skiing. But not spring? Summer, fall, and winter, but not spring? Okay. Whatever. See, this is not pictures of real deer. Come on, people. This better not say a real color picture. It didn't, thank goodness. It says this is Technogloss. And no words about it. Quality views. I don't think so. That is a lousy picture. A postcard. Man. Oh, little giraffe. Oh, little fella. The long neck enables the giraffe to browse the tender leaves of the acacia trees on the African plains. Most popular animal at the Okanagan Game Farm, Penticton, BC. I can't even figure out what this is supposed to be. Some kind of plant. But then over here, it's like you have like this little trailer thing that's either exuding smoke or it blew up. Let's see. Water from the Yellowstone River is mixed with alkaline solution to form a slurry which traps harmful byproducts before they can be emitted into the environment. This mixture is then pumped into settling ponds where the potentially harmful particles are separated from the water, which is reused. Okay. Yeah. Oh, how sad. It says, "Mother, I am hungry." It's a little deer nursing, and the mama's licking a little baby's behind. Nothing but quality views, made only by Technicolor Brothers, Boston, Massachusetts. Maybe I should have actually opened these up and looked at them before I bought them. That might have been a good idea. A lonely mountain coyote. They make assumptions. He might not be lonely. He might be just a lone spirit, like he likes being alone because he's a big bad dude. A lonely mountain coyote. Coyote prowls through the deep snow on a winter night in search of his prey. This predatory pirate roams the entire expanse of the prairie and mountain regions of the Montana Big Sky Country. His mournful howl can be heard often on a quiet evening, and his spine-tingling echo pierces the stillness of the night. Helvey Hotel, Sheridan, Wyoming. He says unloaded at the right place. Okay. Helvey Hotel, modern accommodations, centrally located, 301 North Main Street on Highway 14 and 87, Sheridan, Wyoming. Mr. and Mrs. R.J. Thurwell, owners. This is like Maine or somewhere, I'm thinking. Ooh, typical Maine fishing village. EIP photo by Hastings. 1975. That one's got like little rippled edges on it. Look at it. Booth Bay Harbor, Maine. 1979. Protocol RV Resort, pull through and tent spaces available. These pictures look so outdated. Crazy. This is John Fallow's Port O'Call RV Resort. Port O'Call RV Resort, where real southern hospitality and luxury are served up daily. It's your ideal port for visiting Central Florida and its many attractions. Reservations suggested. Wow, that's an old looking hotel. Pictured is the lavish clubhouse of Ports O'Call, a picturesque and luxurious part of the truly elegant living in the exclusive village of North Palm Beach. The world of Ports O'Call, where all apartments are waterfront, and from where to almost everywhere, it is convenience par excellence. I don't even like how that's worded. Like, that just aggravates me how they've even worded that. It just doesn't flow at all. It's like it was a nice place back then, though. Ooh, a submarine. I think oceans are so scary, but they're so amazing too. Oof. USS Thomas A. Edison, built by General Dynamics Electric Boat. The USS Thomas A. Edison, a Polaris missile-firing submarine, is shown with her decks awash in the Long Island Sound. Plane. Air Force Museum, located at Wright-Patterson Air Force Base, Dayton, Ohio. Free admission open to public 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Weekdays 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. Saturdays, Sundays, and holidays. Closed Christmas Day. Submarine, Spitfire. That's so pretty. I can't wait to go back to Tennessee. from New Hampshire, but it looks very much like Tennessee. This is Loon Mountain Recreation Area on the Kancamagus Highway, Lincoln, New Hampshire. These names, this is how you know they start out with Indians. This bridge over the Pamidjawasset River leads to a 7,000-foot gondola sky ride, cafeterias, gift shops, and a playground, and a modern inn and restaurant located in the White Mountain National Forest. The North Dakota Badlands. I wonder how things get their names. Badlands. Scenic landscape depicting the natural beauty of the North Dakota Badlands. There's another North Dakota. A farmland. Did I get two of them? Nope. Farm typical of many of the prosperous North Dakota farms in the most rural of its country's states. Oh, that's lovely. That's beautiful. Lake Mead National Recreation Area, Boulder City, Nevada. A panoramic view of the upper end of Virgin Canyon. A part of the Lake Mead can be seen from Grapevine Mesa after a 90-mile scenic drive east of Hoover Dam. Lake Mead National Recreation Area. The National Parks Service's Visitor Center overlooks the Boulder Basin of Lake Mead. The exhibit's movie and information receptionists introduce visitors to the many recreational opportunities of Lake Mead National Recreation Area. It's in Arizona. It's a Range Rider of the Yellowstone. This is Montana, Billings, Range Rider of the Yellowstone statue, William S. Hart. Okay, so they named this guy. They can tell you what the horse's name was. Doesn't he matter too? It's like an old cabin in the woods. Loon Mountain Recreation Area on the Kancamagus Highway. Sitting atop Loon Mountain, 1,850 feet above the valley floor. This building serves as a cafeteria and warming hut in summer, fall, and winter. It's reached by a 7,000-foot, 4-passenger gondola sky ride. See, this is another one where they're not open in the spring. Okay. There's a lonely old train, says Northern Pacific. The Yellowstone Museum, across from the airport overlooking Billings, Montana, and the fertile, prosperous Yellowstone Valley, established in 1953. It has a vast number of historical displays contributed by interested friends. Shown on this card, Old 1031, Class L7, the last NP steam switch engine operated in Billings, donated by the Northern Pacific Railway Company. Weight is 63 tons. Tender, 31 tons. I don't know what tender is. Operated 700,000 miles. Dedicated May 25th, 1957. That old fireplace. All that chunks of wood around it. Peterson Rock Gardens. This This beautiful fireplace, faced with cut and polished stone, is truly the work of an inspired artist between Bend and Redmond, Oregon. I am wrong. I looked at that, looked like pieces of cut wood. This looked more like stones, but I thought this was wood, so I thought this was wood. I was wrong. Greetings from Nebraska City, Nebraska. It's Arbor Lodge. J. Sterling Morton sought to alter the face of the territory once called the Great American Desert by originating and promoting Arbor Day. The 65-acre plot is surrounded by more than 160 species and varieties of trees. That's neat. 160 species. Wow. Oops. Stuck together a little bit. Then I have to look at this, that detail work in that little staircase and stuff. Oh, this got even little etchings on the side and on the ceilings up here. Benbow Inn. The famed Benbow, an authentically designed Tudor English inn, ideally located in the Redwood Country just 200 miles north of San Francisco. Comfortable rooms and excellent meals for the traveler or extended vacation. Boy, things have changed. I would not look at this. If I was looking at this, I would think more of like maybe a bed and breakfast or something like that. This would not look like something like I would go and stay here like a hotel. Not at all. Does it have a year on here? There's no year. I have no idea what this is. United Nations. The Secretariat building is a 39-story monolith structure of glass and steel, faced with Vermont marble. Here are assembled the representatives of the nations of the world, dedicated to the ideals laid out in the Charter of the United Nations. I'm starting to feel like they just took random pictures of whatever and then, because to me, most of these do not make good postcards at all. I'm not quite understanding this. And this is a college. What? An institute. Concordia Collegiate Institute, Junior College Preparatory School, Bronxville, New York. Ramoser Hall, Women's Residence. What? Who would want a postcard with this on it? Even years ago, nobody. That looks so pixelated, it's crazy. Brooklyn Bridge at night. New York's panoramic skyline twinkling with millions of electric lights. In the foreground is the Brooklyn Bridge spanning the East River. Ooh, that's neat. That's very neat. Glen Erie, Valley of the Eagle's Nest, famous for its sandstone spires and towering evergreens. Here the Navigators, a Christian organization, maintains its international headquarters and year-round conference grounds. Okay. This is an air. What is this? Air. Makes me think of an airport, but I'm not sure. Oh, Fort Peck Dam, Montana. Aerial view at night overlooking Fort Peck Dam, Montana. That's pretty. Glacier Park. Going to the Sun Road below the Garden Wall, Continental Divide. The Going to the Sun Road was cut from the solid limestone of the Precambrian Belt series. I'm guessing it's talking about this going to the sun. Lots up here. I'm guessing. They don't really make that very clear. I wonder how many places still have things that look like this. A cotton mill erected by Jonathan Baines in 1845 was the first structure on this site. In 1856, it was converted to a flouring mill, known as the Crescent Mills in the 1880s, damaged by fire several times, rebuilt on the original foundation in 1900. Now owned by the state of Indiana. Soldiers Chapel, Big Sky. That's so pretty. I want to go somewhere where they had big snows one day. Even when we have snows here, they are not very much at all. It flurries and then melts usually. Soldiers Chapel on the Canyon Highway from Bozeman, Montana to Yellowstone National Park. Lone Mountain in the background is in the heart of Big Sky. That is a tall mountain. Getting on the old trolley. San Francisco, California. Cable car on turntable. Powell and Market Streets in San Francisco is the famous corner where the cable car turns around on a turntable. Residents and visitors alike aboard the unique vehicles for a bouncing, exciting trip over the hills of a fabulous city. Looks like we got a nurse right here. See, they're out here like trying to help it turn. That's so pretty. Oh, there's nothing on here. It says rapid action. More rapids running through the trees and the rocks. Look at that. That's so pretty. Fort Peck Dam. Hydroelectric plant, Fort Peck Dam, Montana, the largest earth dam in the USA. Originally completed for use in 1940, the structure serves as a flood control power production. Ooh, redwoods. That's lovely. It's so pretty. Avenue of Giants Parkway, California, 240 miles north of San Francisco. Avenue of Giants Parkway, California, 240 miles north of San Francisco, persuading the highway builders to adopt a new line of freeway construction outside the dense forest of the state and save the Redwoods League, succeeding in preserving the beauty of this section of the world-famous Redwood Highway, US 101. That's so neat. I want to go out west so bad. One day, I'm going to go out west and be able to see stuff like this. Devil's Tower is one of the most unique geological formations in the world. The tower of volcanic rock is 865 feet high. The national monument, established in 1906, was the first national monument in the United States. Devil's Tower National Monument, Wyoming. The boat ride. This looks like an airport tower. The boat ride. Boat riding on the beautiful San Antonio River. In the background is the view of the Theater for Performing Arts, the Arena, and the Tower of the Americas. Okay, so it's not an airport tower. Theodore Roosevelt's Maltese Cross Cabin. The 26th president-to-be came to the Badlands to recover from illness and to hunt, and stayed to become a rancher. The cabin is named for the Roosevelt brand, restored and furnished by the Minnesota chapter. It was the state capitol grounds for many years before being moved to its present site. Ooh, look at all these buffalo. The little baby. Oh, look at this little fella. How cute. Buffalo in North Dakota Badlands, Theodore Roosevelt National Memorial Park. Oh, little baby animals. Man, and things still, just look at how old this is. Look at these old cars. Just the color of the photos, but look at these old cars and stuff. That's crazy. I wish they had years on here. They don't. Jefferson Memorial, Washington, D.C. This iconic temple of white marble, designed according to the taste displayed by Thomas Jefferson in his own design of Monticello near Charlottesville. The statue is by Rudolph Evans. Oh, that's pretty. Even for how old this picture is, that's still very lovely. That's so pretty. It's like botanical gardens or something somewhere. So pretty. No, it's Longwood Gardens, Kennett Square, Pennsylvania. Maine Conservatory Summer Display. Bougainvillea vine climbs to arch in the background. That's so beautiful. That's just lovely. Ooh, so pretty. Wow. Yosemite Valley. California offers interesting views in any direction. On the same side of the valley as El Capitan and beyond it are the Three Brothers Peaks pictured here. There's a music hall. Music Center for the Performing Arts, located in the Los Angeles Civic Center, one of the largest and most modern cultural complexes in the world. It will ultimately include the Center Theater, the Mark Taper Forum, and the Pavilion. This is an old hotel room. Dang, that is so ugly. All this orange and just, boy, how things have progressed. Surf Lanai guest room. attractive decorator designed accommodations featuring extra large lanais overlooking the Kauai surf pool, lanai and serene Kalapaki Beach. I'm probably not pronouncing any of that right. Did I say a year? No. This had to be the 60s or 70s, so these colors came. Cathedral somewhere. St. Fidelis Church, Cathedral of the Plains, Victoria, Kansas. The cathedral is 220 feet long, 110 feet wide at the transepts, 75 at the nave. Its ceilings is 44 feet above the ground. The seating capacity is over 1,000. An outstanding feature of the cathedral is the blending of the classical lines of traditional Christian architecture with the simplicity of the pioneer West. Probably a lot prettier in a better photo. These things are so old though, there's no telling. I know some of them were in the 70s, they've got to be old. Okay, this is Del Norte Coast Redwood State Park and the adjoining Redwood National Park are noted for their wealth of scenic beauty. A forest of huge, venerable redwoods grow on the steep slopes, almost to the ocean's edge, intermingled with a dense understory of ferns and rhododendrons. 7 miles of the dramatic broken shoreline of the Pacific Ocean are preserved in these parks. Look at all these dudes up here. This guy on the horsing. You got a fountain down here. The equestrian statue of Washington by Crawford stands in the Capitol Square, Richmond. It was unveiled February 22nd, 1858. Patriots of Virginia, Lewis Patrick Henry, Mason, Jefferson, Nelson, and Marshall surrounded the pedestal. The cornerstone was laid 1850 by President Zachary Taylor. We're back in Hawaii. Island music and a graceful hula dance helped to make a visit to Hawaii a long-remembered pleasure for the passenger of the Pan American World Airways. Greetings from Huntsville, Alabama. And it says nothing but Anderson News Company. And our last card is out west somewhere. We got Wells Fargo Stagecoach, Boots, Shoes, Criterion Hall, says thank you. Oh, I picked these up at a little antique store, but apparently they came, whoever was originally selling these. But this is in Greetings from Yellowstone Country, Montana. That's so lovely. I cannot wait to go out west. Okay, that is our postcards for today. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I felt like they were kind of boring just because they were the old postcards. But it was still neat kind of looking through them though. So, okay. Well, I hope you guys did enjoy it. At least you enjoyed maybe the soft-spoken language and maybe some little crinkles. And I'm going to probably get ready for bed, and I will do another one tomorrow because it is Friday night, so I will have time to do some more tomorrow and get caught up. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.